Hey everybody, this is Shawn Ventura here from the Lights Camera Pro podcast, where I interview entertainment pros every week about their careers with some stories mixed in. Okay, so this is how I set up my podcast, the Lights Camera Pro podcast on Libsyn. Once I signed up, paid for it, and here we go. So this is a dashboard here, and that's kind of where you start. And over here it says your social destination. We'll get into that. Headliner, which I'm not really a fan of. Your storage, but I don't really use the dashboard much, so we'll move on. Okay, so content, add new episode. This is how I add my first episode. So you come down here, you hit add media file, upload from hard drive, and I am going to just find something in here, an old one of mine, under exports, final, episode 1, open. So you can see it's uploading here, right here, upload in progress. So that's how you get your podcast. Once it's finished and edited in MP3 form, and I believe you can do mono. There's some settings that you can look at, but it's up to you if you want to do mono or stereo. Then you go to details, and I'll type in episode 1, blah, blah, blah. Shawn Ventura, Blue Man Group to Turner, talking about the episode. Then subtitle, Shawn goes into great detail about, if I have a guest, Steve goes into great detail about being a voiceover pro and how he got there. Description, Steve has been doing voiceover for 20 years, blah, blah, blah. Under a category, pick a category, TV or film. You can go here and check it out, see. And then keywords are like VO, and and then a space, and then actor, whatever you want. Sorry, I'm talking in my phone, so I have one hand free. Custom permalink URL, that is your website that you're going to redirect everyone to. So you can direct it to Apple Podcasts. You can direct it to your Libsyn page, which I'll show you hopefully in a minute. Apple Podcast title is very important. You want to make sure, you basically can be the same as up here, but you want to make sure everything's the same. Episode 1, Shawn Ventura, Blue Man Group to Turner. And then your summary is the same, your description. This is really important. You want to put full episode, trailer, or bonus. Season number 1, episode 1. And rating is very important for Apple. So clean if there's no cussing or swear words, and then explicit if there is. Because if they find out there's cussing and swear words, they could take down your podcast on Apple. And Apple accounts for about 70% of the traffic from what I read online. So it counts for a lot of your traffic. The author, Shawn Ventura, go to your name, go to new content. Now, artwork. Right here, you have to have a thumbnail. The widescreen is really big, and it's like if it plays on Amazon or something, or TV on some music channel or something, but you have to have a thumbnail, and you do upload new, choose file, and let me see, under Ventura, I think I have a picture of me. I'll open it up, and you can see it upload, and then you see my picture. So you want that one. Go to social, Facebook, same thing. It's your description about Steve. In this episode, we talked to Steve about being a voiceover pro, how he got there. LinkedIn the same, Twitter the same. It's all going to automatically update. Scheduling is if you want to upload it early and schedule it for, upload it on a Monday, schedule it for a Friday release. I just do it as it's the day to release it. So in the morning, I'll upload it. But some people can do it ahead of time and say, hey, I want it to happen this Friday rather than right now. Advanced, I couldn't find anything in here, and I couldn't find these extra tags. TV style rating, read a lot of articles, and there's not much you can do right here. I don't know why that's there. And then at the very end, you want to go down to the bottom, update ID tags. It's really good to do that because it'll take all your information and use tags, and then hit publish. And that will, I'm going to hit cancel on this one. Sure you want to cancel because it was just to show you, but you can go and see previously published, and you can see I have 6 episodes up right now, and you have a little thing here, a little icon picture, and then you can go into edit and see basically everything we just did. Steve Daly's picture, talking about Steve, scheduling, social. So if I go back, and you could go and republish something if you want to add more tags or add more description or something like that. So these are all published. I'll quickly go into these other ones here. Destinations is really important. It takes a while to get. So here's your feed. When anybody asks you for your RSS, see my little mouse over it? That's your feed. You want to give them that if they want to put it on their website, and it'll automatically post. Lights Camera Pro, Libsyn is your podcast page. We can just go there and look at it. It's not super fancy, but you have a title. People can contact you. Any questions, send me an email at my email. And then you also see that I have all my episodes here with descriptions and when they were posted, and people can just play them. And so that's that. But these take a while. So Android, that's Google Play, Google Podcast. That took me like a month to get up. And I don't want to discourage you because this is one of the hardest ones, but you have to put in all this information and wait. Spotify took a couple weeks. Facebook was right away. iPhone, iPad app is to make literally an app, which is $50 and then $10 a month or something. I did not do that. You can look into that and see if you want to do it. Libsyn Classic feed is this site that you get for free with Libsyn. Network app is this thing called Podcast Source, and it's basically just a directory or search engine for podcasts. Podcast page is the same. It's that page from before. SoundCloud, haven't got a lot of traffic on there. Spotify, a few people. Tumblr, almost nothing, but I put it in there. Same thing. You got to just log in with your Tumblr. It'll update automatically every week. Web players, in case you want to put a web player on another thing. And YouTube actually took me, I think, 3 or 4 weeks before it started automatically updating each podcast episode. So that's that. And then monetizing, there's not a lot of monetizing on here. You can look into it, but if you have 5,000 or more downloads, you can put automatic ads. They're called dynamic ads into your dynamic ad insertion down here in the beginning and middle of your podcast and make some money. Or you can sell subscriptions to premium content like bonus episodes and blah, blah, blah. So over here, stats. This is what I look at every day, and it tells you how many people have listened to each show, how many people have liked your Facebook page or your Twitter page. And then you get down the bottom here, and it will tell you what countries are listening. And then if you click on the country, it'll say all these people in Atlanta, Philadelphia, Chicago, tell you exactly who's listening. And Macon, Georgia has 1 person. Las Vegas has 1 person. So that's your stats. Let's go back to dashboard. Storage, you just have to know, because if you go over your storage, you have to go to the plan higher. So try and kind of like even your images count for storage. As you can see here, I've got a podcast episode and storage. So, I mean, you want to keep it under your, I think I have 400 megs a month. So try to keep it under there. If you go over, you're going to the next plan up and paying another $10 or something. But if you go over, you go over. Settings, this doesn't really do anything. Maybe some billing stuff on here. Choosing colors of your, I think this is a lot of choosing colors of your web page. And then help is pretty straightforward. So that's how I got started on Libsyn. And going back to our dashboard, and your dashboard will tell you that You know, all your social media is updating. It's in green. You can view your stats. This headliner thing is something where you place short clips and a waveform file goes up. I tried it once. Didn't get much from it, but you're more than welcome to try that out for you. I think you get 10 for free a month. And that's it. That's how I use Libsyn every single week for my podcast. And good luck, everybody. Talk to you soon. I have another video where I go into how to use Adobe Audition if you want to check that out also. Thanks. All right. See you soon.